Brought to you by Ford.
Revolution. From the front to the back as pages turn, reading is a very fresh way to learn.
Butterfly in the sky, rocking the west side. Take a look, it's in a book, reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow. A reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
Yes indeed, yes indeed. What's up everybody? Shout out to y'all. Y'all are officially tuned into the library. It's Thirsty Thursday, Turn Up Thursday, Throw That Ass Thursday, Twerk Some Thursday. And I'm here with Darrion, the motherfucking Don. Did I say it right? I said it right. Period. Okay. So tonight on the library, we get in your business. We get in your business. We got DJ Unruly in the building. Shout out to him, always coming through. Period. So we gonna start the show off a little differently. Usually we ask you a couple of questions and then we take our shot. Okay. But fuck it. You know what? I cried 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it. We gonna take the shots first. So everybody make sure you got your shot ready. Get your drink up. All y'all at home, I hope y'all got something to drink. What's up? Ash Nicole, Mar, Mr. Stay Away from Fakes. Damn, why your name so fucking low? Born to be a winner? Okay, shout out to you. I like it. Get your shots up. There once was a man named Sidney. He drank till he ruined a kidney. They shriveled and shrank, but he drank and he drank. That nigga had fun doing it, didn't he? Cheers! Everybody, one hit quit. Period. Woo. So, Darrion.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Now, Darrion has been kicking it with me for a while. Shout out to his bae in the back. What's up? He's been here a long time. We've had a ton of technical difficulties, but you know what? I'm black. Okay, I'm black, and at this point, until somebody's stepdaddy sponsor me, it is what it is. So
I know that's right.
It is what it is. Darrion, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself, Queen?
I am good. So I first wanted to congratulate you. You just recently did a show.
Yeah.
The Carnival pop-up show.
Yes, yeah.
How was it?
It was fun. It was real fun, man. I met a lot of people.
Nice.
My boy New Era got me plugged in with it. It was very they showed me a lot of love, you know.
Okay. So I've listened to some of your music, and what I realized is you got the whole Drake thing going on where you do the mix.
Okay.
So hopefully tonight, you guys, fingers crossed,
Definitely.
we get a little bit of music, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely get some music.
Okay. So how did you start getting into music?
Alright, so I started singing when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
My grandma used to be in the choir.
Okay.
She's passed away now. She passed away when I was 7. But at church, every Sunday, you know, I used to always want to sit next to my grandma. So when she used to go in the choir, she used to leave me out in the stands. I used to cry. Like they used to have to come get me.
Yeah.
But she told me, she's like, if you want to come in the choir, you gotta be baptized. So I got baptized and I started being in the choir, and I started singing from there. So that's where I really picked up my singing. I started rapping just from being around like my friends and people that used to rap, and it kind of just like moved over into my life. I never knew I was going to be an artist.
Okay.
Never knew.
Okay. So because you never knew you were going to be an artist, did you always write? Were you always a writer?
Yeah, I was actually a poet before everything. You know, I was a poet, writing poetry. Then, you know, I sang throughout my whole life.
Okay.
You know, I sang throughout my whole life, but it was just something for fun because I could do it. You know, I could do it. So that's kind of really how I picked up. You know, it was never really nothing, you know, planned. It was just like I did it for fun.
Okay.
I did poetry for fun, all of that, because it was like touching the ladies. You know, I like to touch the ladies.
So do you still write poetry?
Yeah, I have a lot of poetry. Yeah, I have a notebook full of poetry.
Oh my gosh.
Just dedicated strictly to poetry.
Okay. So what was your first experience in the studio like?
Oh, my first experience is a story. This is a story, okay? So this is the reason why I'm here today. Because my first experience in the studio, my father took me to the studio. And I think I was like 11 or 12. And it was a song that me and him had made together. And we didn't have a beat or nothing. It was just like a melody in our head. We went to the studio. He was like, take you to the studio today. And the engineer was in there. And he let me in the booth. And I froze up. Like I started like singing, and my voice started trembling because I felt like I was on the spot with no beat or nothing. So the engineer told my father I wasn't ready. He said I wasn't ready to be in the studio. He said give him a couple years, come back, you know what I'm saying, we'll work with him. But that never happened because after he told my father I wasn't ready, I got me a Mac laptop and I started recording myself. I was comfortable with recording myself rather than someone else recording me.
Okay.
So yeah, it made me definitely go harder.
That's awesome. And so what I like is that you stated that you recorded yourself. And I talk a lot about the difference between other generations, and I hate this, but being a millennial.
Right. Because
being a millennial, we're just naturally, if it don't work, we gonna do it ourselves, and we gonna figure the shit out, and it is what it is. You know. So I like that. What has been some of the hardest obstacles you faced being in this industry?
One, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to really like say all states, but in Chicago, like they don't give R&B a chance. I don't feel like they do. You know what I'm saying? And there's not too many R&B artists out here that are comfortable enough to even perform like how I do. So when I was going to the club to be live and doing these little performances here and there, I used to get snubbed all the way to the end of the performance. Like I used to be there till like 3 o'clock in the morning just so I could perform. They'll put me on last. Sometimes they put me on like dead first. I would say like not being like everybody else. Like since I wasn't making trap music and sounding like everybody else, I wasn't appreciated. So that's probably about the hardest thing that I dealt with. Being in the industry or being an artist.
So, I like what you said. You said being an R&B artist, Chicago's not quick to jump on that. What I've realized is Chicago does not support their own within the music industry. We're not as hard. We don't go as hard for our own as we do for other people. So what city will you say just really rocks with you and your music, or you just felt the most love when you went there?
Oh man, Las Vegas.
Damn.
Las Vegas accepted me right off back. Like when I hit the stage, they didn't know what to expect because of my image. My image was like a rapper. Like people thought I was a rapper. Everybody tells me they think I'm a rapper. But I do rap. But as soon as I hit the stage in Las Vegas, it was like, wow, like we wasn't expecting for that to come out of you. Just being an R&B artist, people don't expect for you to have nice vocals, you know what I'm saying, or sound like auto-tune. But having a natural voice, people was just like, it was powerful. In Las Vegas, they showed me love. Like they want to pay me and everything. Las Vegas is like home. That's like a second home.
So being an artist, what would you give, what kind of advice would you give to up-and-coming artists?
All right, first off, I would say don't sign any deals, at least until like you get what you want, because deals are really based off of what the label can offer you. And if you don't come with a business plan or a proposition to a label, they will, they'll screw you over. They'll take everything from you. So I would say don't sign any deals. Be your own person. Don't sound like anybody else. Have your own sound. And keep God first. Everything, that's always important. I keep God first with everything I do. I pray to him before I perform. I pray to him before, after my performances, because God really pushed a lot of things into my life, and he only brings the people that I'm meant to meet into my life. So without him, I'm pretty sure I'd probably be down the wrong road right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, before we get into our next segment, we're going to get a chance to know Darrion the Don a little bit more. We're going to go into our research the source.
Okay.
Now, Darrion is one of the first, and when I say the first, one of the first guests that I've had that did not want to know shit. He was like, don't tell me shit what we finna talk about, just pull it up and we gonna talk about it and it is what it is. So, that's just how we gonna roll with it tonight. Shout out to the young lady that sent me the Ask Ike question. So we do have the Ask Ike letter tonight for the study room. So let's get our shots ready again. Uh-oh. You haven't drank any of your drink.
I didn't even know that was my drink.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, bet.
Perfect. So, Disney announces a Proud Family reboot.
Yeah, I heard that.
Really? So how do you feel about it? Are you like a...
Yeah, I'm all for it. As long as they have Kyla Pratt playing like Penny. Like, if they don't have her playing that part, then I don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But she deserves that part.
She does.
She was the original.
So you know what's so funny is because people did not know that Trudy was the lady who was
Lady Martin.
No!
Oh, really?
Trudy is not. Oh my gosh! And this is the same thing somebody else told me.
Really?
Somebody else was like, "Oh, that's Gina." No,
That's not Gina?
it's not Gina.
Wow.
It's the girl.
Taraji P. Henson.
It's not Taraji. It's the other one. It's the one that he kicked out. It's the one that.
Oh yeah, the one that played the lady in Friday.
Yeah, with the braids.
Yeah, with
it's
the braids.
her.
Okay, all right.
It's her. What's up, Paco the Plug? What's up?
Turn out.
So yeah, it's her, and then Sugar Mama is the lady from Family Matters, the mother.
Right.
So I don't know if they're gonna have all of the original voices. I would hope so, but I don't know if they will. You know, they will change because now they're older. You know, like BB and CC. Of course, they're gonna have to find somebody to play it because they were babies. So I'm geeked about it because that was my show.
Right.
My show. In other news, Nipsey Hussle, his Puma collection gets a release date. Over the last year, Nipsey spearheaded the production from meetings to samples. His team decided not to let his work go in vain.
Okay.
Before his death, he was an ambassador, and I never knew that. So September 5th.
Yeah.
They said that it's expected to drop.
Okay.
So, you know, I was pretty geeked about that. I think that Nipsey's legacy continuing through these different business ventures is dope as fuck. Like, we have not seen that for another artist in forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Actually, I think Crayola even did a color.
Oh yeah, but Nipsey Hussle Blue.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle Blue. Nipsey Hussle Blue. Are you familiar with Bad Baby?
Yeah, I am. I've been noticing everything. She's recently been in the news lately for something. I forgot what she did. I think she got like a tattoo or something like that.
She did. Do you know who the tattoo was?
No, who was it?
So the tattoo said Kentrell.
Who's that?
I just found out today. That shows you how disconnected I am. It's NBA YoungBoy's.
Oh, that's
his
crazy.
real name.
Wow.
That's his real name.
Wow, that's crazy. I never knew his real name.
So I didn't either. And
it got his real name.
Yes.
Like.
And what even freaked me out even more is because, like, I believe he's in like a full-blown relationship.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is this your man? I didn't know they was dating. I didn't think they was dating.
So of course she went, "What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?" So what I was really confused about is because if this is somebody, she said he just, you know, supports her and he's just there, but she got the man's government name tattooed on her. Okay. So clearly, let's just be honest, they're fucking.
Yeah, I feel.
We gotta call it what it is. We gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah, because you gotta be, you know, dropping it down real good to get somebody tattooed.
But here's what I just thought about is because this is not NBA YoungBoy's first girl to tattoo.
Oh yeah, he got like crazy Crazy. Yeah, he got a few girls tattooed.
He got like a whole team.
And he got somebody that got his whole face tatted. Yeah, tatted on his.
His current girlfriend actually it's two of them. His ex-girlfriend and his current girlfriend has his whole face tattooed on him.
Wow. Yeah.
He gotta have some good dick.
Whoa.
And at this point, I'm just be honest, NBA YoungBoy, I want the problems. Call me, okay? Call me, cause obviously it's something that make me touch your name up. So you know it's real. I'm trying to figure out because I just can't seem to understand.
That boy is underage. He's underage.
No, he 18.
He 18.
Old enough to pee. Old enough for me.
Oh wow.
That's just how I was taught.
Alright. Hey,
That's just how I was
hey,
taught.
NBA YoungBoy, man, you got somebody looking for you there, bro.
Nah, I ain't looking for you, but if I find you, now Jandana, now I'm looking for him. Oh, I'm in that man's DM, and I'm not ashamed to say.
Wow.
And I'm not ashamed to say.
That's crazy.
I am in his DM. Okay, that African man, he can call me. He can. He just recently talked about there was a video that was posted on the Shade Room where he was dancing with a young lady, and as they were dancing, she posted the video and gave like a long speech, like I manifested this situation and this and that, and he like responded to it. And I said, oh, he must have fell in love with the twerk. If you like that, I know how to bob that back down from back in the early 2000s.
Oh, shit. Hey, you
Surely.
definitely not from Chicago if you can't bob that back.
Yes. Speaking of, you got some new footworking music.
Oh yeah,
don't you?
yeah, I definitely do, man. Hey, shout out to Lil Chemo.
Okay.
He definitely just footwork to my new song, man. It's called Phone Them Gray Juke Mix. And it's featuring J. Benjamin Bugs and DJ Young Tellin. Everybody know who DJ Young Tellin. He made the track She a Thought, She a Thought, She a Thought. So, you know, it's really big things happening, man. I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited.
Congrats. So you guys make sure you cop this new music. Now where can they find it? Is it out already or is this just like secret?
Out.
Okay.
It's everywhere. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, Google Play.
The whole juke mix.
Yeah, everything. It's just
okay.
It's everywhere.
Okay, everywhere. So with it being everywhere, y'all, please, I will be posting throughout the week on the newsletter. If you subscribe to the website, I will have all of his information in the newsletter that I send out. And it's lit.
Yes.
But anywho, shout out to NBA YoungBoy because whatever he's doing, he is truly getting the bitches.
Oh, all of them.
All of it.
All of them.
Okay. K. Michelle is set to be airing a show helping women to get implant removals and going back to the body that God gave them.
Well, let's just say this. K. Michelle went through her issues and she understands. Now she wants to stop, the cycle, which is, creating a different body to, portray whatever it is that these men like.
Yeah.
All men don't like the fake bodies, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that do, that's their prerogative. But to the ones that don't, we love our women being natural. So, K. Michelle, that's 2 big thumbs up to you, man, for real.
So, I have an alternative opinion.
Okay, go ahead.
And my reasoning is because as a woman, I just think about it as like, okay, so K. Michelle had fake ass and had all this great stuff. And then she decided to get rid of it. But she did not decide to get rid of it on her own. She decided to get rid of it because it was kicking her ass.
Okay.
It was causing her problems. Right. It was, eating up her body. It was starting to get infected. All type of shit was happening.
Okay.
And so she decided to get rid of it. Now here's what my issue is. It's because she has an ass. A real one.
Right.
And she has a beautiful shape.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to get this shit, and then now you want to do a reality show about women. It's like, are you being for real or are you doing this for the money? Because any other reality show I've seen you on,
Right.
you went from 0 to 100
Every time.
Yeah, and I just don't know how you would change that role by doing it this type of way.
Well, I feel like, to be honest with you,
You gotta drink your drink.
Yo, I'm definitely taking it. But
We drank on the library, baby. We drank on the library. What's up, 615 Cinco Beats? Hi, Trail Lucky Lefty. What's up, y'all? They said the pussy player. Lord have mercy. What's up, my JBH? Y'all, I told y'all last a couple of weeks ago, change these fucking names. I can't shout y'all ass out now. I can't read y'all names. Mac 22, y'all are really just joining in, y'all. I can't call all y'all off by name. I'm sorry. I'ma try. I can't. I love y'all. Okay.
Alright, so what was we saying? What we were saying about K Michelle?
Yes.
So pretty much the reason why K Michelle is doing this is so that one, she can get out her own story, what she went through, capitalize off of it, and on top of that, not allow the next woman to go through what she went through.
Yeah.
Because I think it costs more to get it removed
It does.
than it does to actually put it in you.
It does.
Especially if you're doing it by, like, you know, a lot of people go through other sources, like the backdoor sources.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, it's kind of, I understand. I definitely understand.
So my thing is I hope that she is sincere with it. Cause you know a lot of women will do stuff like what you said, they capitalize off.
Right.
I hope that this is not the type of thing that, yeah, you're gonna make money off of it because it's a reality show, period. Point blank, period, you know. But I hope that you're not doing this with the incentive of capitalizing. I hope your first incentive is helping, and then capitalizing off of it is just extra. Because then you put out a different effort.
Well, you know, when you do reality television, I'm pretty sure most of the time someone's in her ear like, this is something that you can make money off of. Like, this is what you should do. And someone gave her the idea and she stuck with it, you know. But at the same time, I don't want to, you know, negatively shoot her down and say that she's necessarily doing it for the money.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, I think she's doing it to help out the next woman and capitalize on it.
I hope so. I hope so. Hey Michelle, do the right shit, because if not, sis, I'm gonna talk about you. And between you and Wendy Williams, I eat y'all ass up. Speaking of Wendy Williams, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson just recently had a beautiful, when I say a beautiful party, okay? In Beverly Hills. He had all the superstars. He had everybody from Elton John to Snoop Dogg to Drake to Young Jeezy to Jay-Z. They were all invited. But who wasn't invited was Wendy Williams.
I saw that. Like, they wouldn't let her in the party.
They would not let her in.
Oh, they bogus.
Sis was standing outside knocking at the door. And so I researched a little bit more because I was just so confused. Like, damn. I do know that Wendy Williams talks shit, and talking shit is just what Wendy Williams do. So we just all kind of know that. But Wendy Williams and 50 Cent had some personal issues. He said he called her crackhead. She talked about him and his relationship with his son. You know, the son that he does
on her TV show, right?
Yeah. And so it was just a big thing.
I'm gonna say this, I'm with 50 Cent because he's my birthday twin.
Oh.
He's my birthday twin. He got my same birthday. So
He's too petty for me.
yeah, he's very petty.
He make way too much money to be just that petty.
He's petty, but Wendy Williams is petty too. Like, you don't go
But
on
Wendy
national
Williams
television.
is petty for a check.
She's on national television talking about someone's relationship with their son. Like,
But she's on national television talking about petty shit because she's getting paid to talk about petty. She's gotten famous for being.
I understand that, but like, you can't get mad if somebody react back like 50 Cent pettier.
But you know
what I'm
what?
saying? You don't be petty with 50 Cent.
So my issue was like, I was like, well, why would she even show up?
Exactly.
But in the back of my mind, I just kind of feel like after knowing 50 Cent's track record,
Yeah.
he's probably like sent her an invitation and like dressed it up, and she showed up.
And I said, make sure to let her in. Because that's something I definitely would do. Yeah, he
That
probably
is
did
the
that.
ultimate petty.
He definitely probably did
Because I
that.
just can't see any valid reason why she would even show up if she knows that they're beefing or she.
Right.
But
She
then,
probably
at the same token,
they put all babies in.
she may not. She may not.
Shout out to the DJ, man. The DJ
Shout
is
out
on point,
DJ
man.
Unruly. Come on, DJ Unruly.
I'm done, man.
I mean, I just don't seem to understand why she would show up. Cause I would like if I don't fuck with somebody, but of course that's Capricorn, and I'm very dominant, and I'm very like.
Right.
So if I don't like somebody, I'm not showing up to your shit. Furthermore, I'm not going to act like we're amicable in
Right.
public situations. I'm going to act like you're not there and you don't have a pulse. That's probably bad. Probably need to talk to somebody, okay? Nevertheless, that's just how I am. Why Wendy Williams showed up, I don't know. But I really feel like this story is more to it and it's gonna unfold.
Okay. Well, let's just hope that they in that.
What's up? Y'all are
investigation.
liking this stuff. I can't read all y'all comments. I'm sorry. Who's pettier? Who's pettier? Because Wacky Okay, let me try to read it. Who's pettier? Because Wacky Wendy Williams and Charlemagne the God. Who's pettier? So who do you believe is pettier?
Ooh, Charlemagne the God is pretty petty.
No.
He is petty on air. He's
I
very
think
petty.
Charlemagne is real. Charlemagne is petty, but Charlemagne is petty. But it's
Based
real
on facts.
shit.
Based
It's
on
based on
facts.
facts.
Right.
Wendy Williams is petty, and it's
Based on facts.
it's partial opinion.
No, it's facts because if you're speaking,
But
look, you
she
can't
throws a
even
lot of
talk
her
about.
opinion in there.
Look,
Charlemagne
you
don't
can
do
be
a lot of
sued-
opinion.
You can be sued for false information. That's, people get sued for that. So what she's talking about has to have an actual, like source.
She
You
has
have to have a source
substance.
to it.
She has substance, but she definitely does a lot of her opinion. She definitely says like, well, I feel like X, Y, and Z. And people tune in most of the time for her opinion. Because we already know the facts.
Right.
We tune in for your opinion. Now, Charlemagne, we tune in for the facts and the in-between lines. Because Charlemagne reads in between the lines. Like, I'm getting to the bottom. I know you think this, but let me tell you what it really is.
Right.
After watching it, I seen two girls in the back, one behind that one, and you was watching the bitch in the front twerking. That's how Charlemagne is.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams gonna be like, well, the girl in the front was twerking, but I think that there's two girls over here on the side, so maybe her friends, and
Yeah.
Charlemagne, he been researched it all. I like Charlemagne. So I definitely think Wendy Williams. MJ 39er said her shit be mostly gossip.
Yeah. I guess so.
He said, he always got some shit up his sleeve. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, let me just plug this at some point in time. Maybe I'm gonna be really, really rich and famous, and therefore I can stop working, and Charlemagne can see my show and invite me as a guest. But don't interview me because I'm not here for none of the interviews. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl.
I'm gonna give you all the information. They want to know.
So, shout out to Wendy Williams. Hopefully she is doing okay. Hopefully sis is doing okay. Check on sis.
Support black ladies.
support black businesses because we don't do it. We don't do it. I'm be honest. I went and got my nails and toes done, and I talk so much shit because I don't usually go get my nails done. I'm girly, but I'm not like girly. I'm more like hardcore to the point because I'm always working. Whatever. Yeah, my nails done and my toes by the Korean. And I was just like, damn.
But there's
It's a black business right up the street. No, it's one right up the but they wanted appointments, and then I just didn't like their customer service. I didn't like how they made me feel when I came through the door.
That's important.
So I was just like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna go over to the Chinks and figure it out. But I'm trying. So black businesses, do better with y'all customer service.
Step it up.
Please.
Because y'all can't be mean to y'all own people when it comes to money and they don't want to pay what y'all want them to pay. Y'all better look.
And that be the issue.
Oh God, like I understand. If y'all
I want a
understand,
discount.
Y'all better be like, look, I got you for 40 because I know ain't nobody else gonna come here today. So come on, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? I definitely.
I want a discount because you disrespected me because I came here and feel uncomfortable, but I'm trying to support a black business. So now I'm gonna look for a discount because I'm trying to support. Because elsewise I can go to the Chinks and get them this quick little buck.
Right, and they gonna take it.
And they gonna take it.
And do a fast job.
And do a quick job. Get you in and out. In and out. Come see me to wait. I said, what? Come see me to wait. Okay, sis. All right. Alright. Lily.
That's definitely how they be talking.
I got your eyelash and your eyebrow. I do for you for the cheap $10.99. Oh, no problem, sis. I got you, baby.
Right, that's all you heard.
I got
$10.99.
I got you. But anywho, in latest news, Trina goes live. This is my shit. Shout out to DJ Unruly. I'm trying to keep it together, but this is for sure my shit. Like, hey.
Shout out to Herbo, man. That's my homie. Shout out to Herbo, man. We finna get some music. Get some music.
Okay, come on. Darrion to die. It's something about being from Chicago when certain songs come on.
Yeah.
It's just over. Like, that earned it. I don't give a fuck
where I'm at. Oh God, they go crazy. Like, come on.
I be like, wait, did the beat go on?
Hey,
I up and do my ego up. Hey, I heard you do the sticky talk.
Hey, oh God. Hey, I promise you that part makes you go crazy.
Yes. What?
Butter right out.
I ain't broke. Come on, DJ Unruly. Hey, only on the library. We can get every Thursday. Wait, better not be broke. What? I spent 4 bands on a coat. On the Montclair, I spent the band on some glasses. On these Air Force Ones. So someone nigga in these Air Force Ones. I don't need a job. Air Force One. President like the sun, like Obama, yeah. Hey, and level one. And threw that fucking shit in the strip club. What? Only on the library every Thursday.
We got
it's lit. It's lit.
I'm finishing my drink.
There we go. Now this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Where you are?
Jury on.
You can try to flash like your bitch ass.
Not girlfriend. Babe, when I send it home drunk, don't call me and play me, okay? Don't play. Don't play. But this is how we do it on the library every Thursday. It's lit.
Thank you so much for having me here, man. Like, I feel so at home.
Do you?
I feel very comfortable.
That's how you're supposed to feel.
And I love to support your black business. I'm really going to be pushing for you.
Thank you. So,
no, I can't calm down.
So Trina goes live about her team and her A&R, and they talk about Baps, the song that she has with Nicki Minaj, and how Nicki is not promoting or answering calls about the video. So Trina then goes live because her A&R spills all the beans. Trina says, I've never been one that if I had an issue, I wouldn't talk about it. So of course that was a big problem. And then that same day, Nicki Minaj released Mega Train.
Wow.
So I was like, of course, you know, Trina's not one for the drama.
Oh no.
No, she's not one for the female
Not
drama.
Trina.
But Nicki, she's a little messy.
I love Nicki though. Shout out to Nicki because she's very real. She's a Sagittarius. She real. We ain't gonna do Nicki Minaj on.
What's up, Kicked Up? Okay, so people know how I feel about Nicki. I don't have an issue with Nicki. You know what? We gonna go right into the fiction or fact moment with the potty mouth princess and Darrion the Don.
Let's do it.
And the first thing we're gonna talk about is Nicki Minaj's interview rant.
Okay.
She was on an interview on her show, Queen Radio podcast, with Joe Budden.
I heard it.
And so, of course, I'm thinking, because I know her and Joe had issues, but because he was invited to the show, I'm thinking that, okay, maybe they become amicable. Maybe there is some sort of, they've smoothed out things or whatever.
Right.
He gets on the show and she calls him all type of stupid, dumb bitches stuff.
Of course. Because she's not gonna hold anything back. She feels how she feels about whatever you said. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, at her rank,
Yeah, you would think that you would think she would be more like, she would be more, focused on the fact that, okay, look, I know that you are Joe Budden.
I got billions.
And your opinion is respected. So, I feel like we should lash things out right here and end it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Just so they can move forward. But that's what I thought when I thought I was gonna when I saw that. But like you said, like she just really just brought him on the show to dog him out.
To dog him.
So,
and I was just like, okay, come on, sis. Like at this point,
he probably felt like any press was a good press because
because that's how Joe Budden thinks.
Nicki Minaj's podcast is pretty big. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Joe Budden thinks. But at the same token, as a person that's looking at her as a black woman, I'm like, girl, you're a billionaire.
Right.
Okay? I'm a motherfucking dollaraire and on a ramen noodle diet. And motherfuckers just can't pay me to mind the business that does not pay me. Okay?
Yeah.
When people talk about me all day long. Since I've been doing this show, people talk about, I get all type of messages of people calling me out everything under the sun but a child of God.
Okay.
And I politely say, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know how much
God loves us all, bitch. I can't help it.
Look, this is great because without the hated people that hate you, you wouldn't be able to be where you are right now.
Yeah.
You're right. You just gotta take it and be like, okay,
and take it and strive.
Yep, so every time you mention my name, I get a little bit more famous.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Appreciate it.
So I would just expect her to take things and strive because you've made it so far and you put in so much work and you've done so much. Like, take it and strive. And I don't think she does that. And that's a problem for me.
You know what? And a lot of black women have that problem because you would think that it's like you want more black people to unite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want more black people to come together and be more positive about things. You can be able to have an opinion about, one another, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to say, look, you have your opinion about me, I have my opinion about you, but at the same time, we're not going to dog each other out. We're going to uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make each other better through our connections. Because just from me having you on my show, you're going to have a bigger connection. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like just from Nicki to Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? But from anybody. You know what I'm saying? I would love to uplift anybody that I come into contact with, especially when you're that high up. Just like how she did with the new girl, the girl that was dancing that video.
Normani.
Yeah, and she shouted her out like 2 years ago.
She's that bitch.
Like 2 years ago, and now she's becoming what she said she would be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I find it very crazy. You know what I'm saying? I find it very exciting to see how people can change your life just by one word.
Literally. So, keeping up with Nicki, on that same interview, she goes in to speak about how female rappers are going into the studio with men and they're not writing their own raps.
Oh,
they're
no.
going to the doctors
Not at all.
and trying to be like her, and they're, you know, Nikki's really good at stroking her ego.
Yep.
And as much as I love Nikki then starts talking about, you know, just because you fast rap does not mean that you're, you know, a good rapper and stuff. You know, so she
Right.
really just goes down the line.
I was listening. I saw it. I heard.
Yeah. And of course I had the issues with, okay, so Nikki, let's just be honest, when you came out, you had images to kind of go from.
Yep.
Kim, I don't care. Kim is not my era, and
Right.
she won't ever be, but we have to pay homage to
The
those
greats. Exactly. The
those who
greats.
came before us. So of course I thought about that. But then later on in the week after I got over the show and I'm, you know, Shauna, Chicago artist.
Yeah. And you know I saw that. I see everything from anyway. Everybody that's from Chicago, so I saw it. Go ahead.
Chicago artist, Shauna, also known as I was getting some head, getting some head. She gets on a local Chicago radio station and she talks and discusses, and she says, well, there was a female rapper that
She was
recently
talking about
did.
Nikki. She was talking about Nikki, of course. Did an interview. She was
She said
talking
that
about
recently did an interview, and when she did an interview, she talked about fast rap, and she talked about and people don't want to say my name,
Right.
Because
Because they know
they don't
if
wanna get no shine.
They
They
know
wanna
that
get
if
no
they say my name, I'm gonna go blow up somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She said, but she's known, and so the interviewer was like, well, who is the artist that you're talking about? Is she here? She said, no, she not here. She not from here. She said, but you know, she is known for not working with people. She was known, so of course she was insinuating
Right.
that it was Nicki Minaj.
Of course, we knew. We definitely knew who she was talking about. But it's okay because at the same time, like you said, like Shauna, she's also, you know, we know her as a Chicago legend, so you know, anything that's gonna put her in the light is going to, you know, take from Nicki Minaj. So that's why Nicki doesn't say anything. Nicki don't put any names out because she know, like her podcast, she got hundreds and thousands of people watching. So they gonna put her out, but she don't do it. She don't put nobody's name out unless it's like Rick Ross or something like that. Like she really be touching on certain projects, you know. But not no females. Bro.
So shout out to Darrion the Don because he was real political. Okay, because he's an artist in this industry.
Right.
He was very professional with his answer. And now it's me,
Okay.
the potty mouth princess.
Go ahead.
Bitch, did you really think Nicki Minaj was referring to you? Did you? At what point? Honestly, I heard the comment. I did, and shout out to Shauna, great for her. I heard the comment.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. I watched the interview. I was listening to the interview.
Yeah, she was definitely wasn't talking
She
about
was definitely not in the back of my mind. Shit, I thought about Twister before I thought about Shauna. How in the fuck did Shauna
thought
think
about
that?
Cardi B before.
Yeah! Cardi B was, well, I
never
thought about Cardi
expected
B when she talked about because you go to the doctor and get work done, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, she talked about Cardi because they've had issues. How in the fuck did Shauna get to? Yeah, well, they wouldn't put no shine on me, sis. You ain't been out since disturbing the peace, and bitch.
My God. Oh.
Where are they? I just can't seem to understand. We just gotta be honest. I think too many times we give a lot of our Chicago artists just way too much passes. Sis, I love you, and I'm always love you. But just like Shella H did, go sit down, sis.
Oh, geez.
Go sit down. Because I just don't think that you was in the back of Nicki's mind when she made that comment. Nicki Minaj, okay? Nicki Minaj is like female Jay-Z on that type of level. Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, she's on that type of money level.
Yep.
She ain't worried about what the fuck is going on O Block. And I done seen you at River Oaks Mall just way too many times.
You know what?
Now let's be honest, Darrion. Let's be honest. I done seen her at River Oaks Mall. Actually, in Chicago, for y'all, those of you that are listening to Snap from Chicago, we call it Nigga Oaks. Okay? I done seen you there just way too many times to ever think that Nicki Minaj was talking about you.
You know what?
But it's above me. It's above me.
Man,
I'm gonna take my trade.
look, man. Big shout out to Shadow, man. She doing her thing. She Chicago native.
He's gonna clean it up.
We are supporting you.
And I support
Push
you too.
further. We want to see you succeed.
But I support your mental health too.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna support your mental health because your mental health at this point is way more important than anything else. Because I didn't dare think that, and I'm from Chicago, born and raised. I didn't dare think she was talking about you. Dare in my life. Anywho, Thugger
Oh.
and YFN Lucci. Now who the fuck knew these niggas was beefing?
I saw
You
that.
knew they was beefing?
I did not know that. That was kind of a shock to me as well.
I said, who? First of all, both you bitches look like y'all wear dresses. I don't mean to call y'all bitches. But
Yes, she did. She definitely just did.
you men are both under 6 feet. Be cool. Like, why y'all could be friends. Y'all both rap. Y'all both.
Young Thug, I think he like 6'4" or something. Young Thug pretty tall. He over 6 feet.
He's probably right at 6.
No, that man.
I've
is
been in the
tall.
club with him and he's right at 6.
That man is like 6'4". I know he's like super tall. He tall.
Young Thug. Nevertheless, you guys both wear kilts.
Oh my god.
Okay? And I wore a kilt in high school.
Princess for real.
I wore a kilt in high school for school. It was Catholic school. So I just think y'all should be at peace. Y'all both rap. Y'all both have that young crowd. Y'all both have that same vibe. Why not be friends? Why not make music together and let the crowd go crazy? Why be? So, Young Thug drops new music, actually an album, and in his album, he says, last person tried me, almost got popped in limits.
Yep.
Of course, YFN Lucci felt like it was about him, so on his IG story, he said, boy, and I'm going to try to say it in my Atlanta voice, boy almost shitted on himself in Linux on that cap-ass album. Did I say it in my Atlanta voice?
Yeah, that's definitely how that was.
ATL Hope, hell is you talking about?
I saw a little slang with that, you know what I'm saying? That's how Atlanta talk. That's how Atlanta talk, sure.
So, what I actually honestly like both artists
They both go
separately. Yeah, like outside of Young Thug and the whole Gucci situation, like I wasn't fucking with that.
I don't like how Lucy treated Ray Janae, but you know, we gotta let that go.
I don't feel any type of way
I
about that.
support Lil Wayne and everything that got something to do with him. So
That don't have that. I feel like when you dating these rappers, you have to take it as how it is. As a woman, you have to know how to put your ducks in a row. Fuck this nigga and then say fuck this nigga. Period. But that's how I think. Okay.
yeah.
That's how I think. Nevertheless, I felt like she was way too young to get wrapped up in somebody else's life. That man had way too many kids, way too much invested in too much shit. Like, you should have just fucked them and kept it going with like riding the wave and then got out that jam.
Yeah, you right.
A relationship and trying to build, that should have never been her plan with him. And I blame her mama because her mama dated a rapper real young. And I just felt like, shit, you shouldn't have tried to mother it like, I don't want you to date him. Teach her the game. Teach me the game, Ghost. You know? She didn't, so. Nevertheless, you live and you learn. But YFN is about to get shot at Lennox Mall.
I saw that he had a picture of his car out there. He was like, man, I think he said something like, if I ain't appreciate what you did for your mama,
I would kill you.
Shot
What's up, Dirk? He said, yeah, he would have been shot. But what I really hate is because as black rappers, why are y'all on social media talking about, like, you just literally threatened that man's life.
Right.
That's basically what you did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
You incriminated yourself.
But he just did an interview that he said, look, there's no bad blood between me and Lil G. You know, I hope that man get richer than me. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
You didn't see that interview?
I ain't see that. Yeah. Darrion dropping some jewels tonight.
Hold up, you gotta know.
I don't know.
But look though, that's just how you work in the streets because you don't want to tie your name to anything that happens. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tie your name to anything that happens. So he playing the good role. He playing that role. He like, look, I want that man to get richer than me. But if he gets shot, ain't got nothing to do with me.
I already know what's going on. Okay? I already know what's going on. You good friends with Rich Homie Quan. And Rich Homie Quan and Johnny Cinco used to be for years. For many, many years. And they ass was on phone calls recording each other type beef. Okay? So I already know what y'all on. But nevertheless, I pray you two brothers can get over it. Because it's said to be about Jerica Carly, which is Young Thug's girlfriend. And YFN did an interview recently saying, like, you know, they slept together. They've been, well, he did not say they slept together. He said they've been in the bed many of times.
Well, I ain't touching on that.
But if you've been in the bed, you can be in the bed and not sleep with, like, and not have sex.
To that man.
You don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. Because he did not say that we screwed. He did not. He said, we've been in the bed many of times.
Yes, they do.
And they could have been in a bed of business, in a bed of roses, in a bed of rice. Shout out to the fufu. Shout out to my Nigerian family. Pilaf. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, I hope they work it out. Lastly, before we get out of here, the study room. I got a
you know what's going
bed
on.
of chocha. Paco the Plug said a bed of chocha. He's so crazy. So in the study room, and this is usually always about sex, we have a letter. DJ, let's cut that off real quick, and then you can play it right on back real quick. Boom, there we go. So in the study room, I was sent in an Ask Ike letter. Okay. And it says, I'm currently in a I'm going to try to read it in her voice.
Go ahead.
I'm currently in a relationship. We've been dating for almost a year. He's mentioned to me several times that he's interested and wants to do a threesome. I'm not experienced and I've never been with a girl. His birthday is coming up and he's hinting around to it. But I don't know if I'm ready to take the next step. But I also don't want to break up. What should I do? Hashtag Ask Ike.
So am I supposed to answer that?
Yeah, we both gonna answer, but you go first.
Alright, bet. I'm gonna give you.
Because you're a man.
Alright, so I'm Darrion the motherfucking Don, so I'm gonna give you what's real and what's raw. You know what I'm saying? And the real is like your relationship with your man. It should, at this point, you said how long they been dating?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. So in this day and age, it's not uncommon that a man wants it because they want to experience it. But I'm gonna say this because I'm a man that I have a lady that we've experienced this with before. So every man can't handle two women. Every man can't handle one woman. You know what I'm saying? So I would say this. If you give him that opportunity and he can't fall through with it because he been wanting this and he can't fall through with it, then it's something that you could just take as a learning experience. But definitely, as a man, I would say, if you want to experience another woman, then do it. But if you don't want to do it, then don't break up with him. Just let him make him understand that, look, I'm not ready for that, and let me come into what I'm ready for. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, it's really up on the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the man because the man think, I'm gonna be with two girls, like it's everything. But you gotta realize, like with women, women they have a mindset that's like, I don't want to share my temple with another woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the issue. You know, that's the issue. I mean, even with me and my lady, like, it's been the issue of us having a connection with the next woman. If we don't have a connection with the next woman, then it's not gonna be right. You know, so that's what I'll say about it. If you want to give it to him, give it to him. You know
So here's. You finished?
I'm listening. I'm done.
You sure?
I'm cool.
So, when I read this, I was sent this actually last week to read, and I was like, there's no way I can possibly get into it. But I promised the person that I would read it this week. And what I will say is, first and foremost, if you've never experienced being with a girl, I would honestly try my odds with a girl by myself and figure that out, because you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy a threesome, and you're going to solely be doing something just because you want to keep a man that may or may not be somebody that you may end up with. So I would really suggest, if you don't have a need or a want or some sort of energy to want to be in some titties or want to be in some pussy, I would really suggest for you to test it outside of your man. And then if you feel like, okay, this is something I can do, then when you get with your boyfriend, I would choose the girl. I would, solely run the situation, because then you feel more comfortable with how the interaction plays behind the bed, behind the bedroom scene. Now, if it's something that if you do not have a want to be in some pussy, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I agree, but if you're used to it,
then go.
But
she
ahead.
said she's never had an experience.
Look, I would say still do it.
And then my other issue is, because she said she's never had experience, she then said he's hinting around to it, but I don't want to break up. So obviously you feel some sort of pressure.
Right.
Bitch, break up with that nigga then.
Wow, that's not the best.
That's
not the best.
Because if you really care about me and I don't feel comfortable doing a threesome, you're gonna care so much about me that you're gonna be like, I don't want to do nothing that you not gonna want to do. I'm not gonna feel like we may break up. I'm gonna feel like, damn, he's comfortable with whatever decision that I'm in.
Wow.
And the way her letter is worded,
look here.
He's not.
Don't tell that woman to break up with her. Okay, look. This is what I'm gonna say. I know we coming into our closing. So look, don't leave your man, because every man wants.
It's not about her. It's not about her breaking up with him, but he may break up with her. That's how she works. She said. She said his birthday is coming up, and he's hinting around to it. But I don't know if I'm ready to take that step, but I also don't want to break up.
That sounds like something that she would do.
I don't think so.
Because she feel like he really wants it. First off, everything is about communication.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's about communication. If you can talk to your man and tell him, like, I don't want to bump pussies, with another pussy, like, that's fine. A man's gonna understand that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, okay, it's his birthday, so you know what I'm saying? Every man want what he want on his birthday. They feel like they're the birthday boy. So I feel like if you can't give him what he wants, then you know what I'm saying? Like, you just go the mile for him. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily for the sex, but just for him in general. Show him that you appreciate him. With something a little bit more that you've never been used to. What he's never been used to.
I like that. I like that you answered that way. You said go the mile for him. And shout out to Darrion. You said go the mile for him because you want to give him something he's never been used to. So I'm going to give my man a threesome. But since I'm going to ask you to ask your man if he going to have another nigga in the room the next time your birthday comes up. Because that's just what I want. Okay? I want you, if my man cannot have him and another guy in the threesome, I'm not bringing another bitch in the room. Anywho, that's all the time that we have tonight. Shout out to Darrion and Don.
Hey. It's your boy.
And we're going to take this shot before you end.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Here's to the floor that held us up when no one else would. Shout out to y'all for always looking out. Always coming in supporting. the man up above, for always opening doors. Darrion the Dime. I will have his information posted.
Thank you.
I will make sure that you guys are in tune with all of his new music. He got new music. He
Yes.
got a video out with Chemo, right?
Oh yeah, Lil Chemo.
Lil Chemo, Chicago. Okay, never secret that y'all only heard that here first on the library. Make sure y'all tune in every Thursday, 7:55 p.m. on Station Head. And then the after show on IG Live at 8:45, 8:55. Color people time, okay?
I feel the mic is here, right
I just
here.
try to do what I can, but
Come here.
Darrion the Dime,
Come
okay?
here.
With a name like the Dime.